Welcome to Bali again. What can I say? All right, this is going to be a spicy flow. We're going to get right into it. It's much of the same things that we have been doing, but maybe in a little different order, just to give my level 2 people a little bit more, since you had to wait extra long to get something new. So standing up in Tadasana, reach up, rise up, big breath in, exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's tune in really quick, ground ourselves. I'm grounding in Bali, which is really easy because I've been barefoot pretty much since I've been here. So I would like for you to ground wherever you are, if you're in the room at the Y, or if you're at home in Wairika area. Soften the knees, close down the eyes. And let's just be here now. Whatever day, whatever time, whatever season it is for you when you're watching this. How's the inside weather? Let's check in. Take a deep breath and notice, how's the inside weather? What's going on inside of you? And then just notice that, and let's drop into our theme today and try to focus on the sensations in the body, the feeling body instead of the ruminating mind. So as we drop in, today our theme is forgiveness. Starting with ourselves. And this journey of life and all the craziness that's going on in the world, we suffer less if we can pull in to our inner goddess or inner God or inner soul, and breathe and focus on gratitude, forgiveness, and love. Doesn't mean we don't have boundaries, and it doesn't mean we don't take action where we're needed, but we've got to start with ourselves and tune in first so we can be making some really great, peaceful, wonderful decisions as opposed to quick, knee-jerk reactions. So with that, take a deep breath in. I forgive myself. Exhale, and I forgive others. Inhale, this is not easy to do much of the time. And exhale, but I will do my best. And one more breath there. And exhale, flutter those eyes open. Oh, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, reach up, rise up. I don't mean to push it in, or wait, rub it in, push it in. You notice I don't talk very well from here. Reach up, stretch, exhale. So we're just trying to open up the spine, lifting, and then exhale down. Elongating the spine, making yourself as long and tall as you can. We'll lean back in just a moment, but let's get tall first. One more time. I like to add the knees and the hands and the arms, shoulders. Exhale down and around, and let's roll those shoulders a few times. And reverse a couple of times. Good. And soften your knees down. And let's take a few hula hoops or clocks or stirring of the peanut butter, or let's see, stirring of the yogurt. Reverse, stirring the soup. Spin cycle on the washer. whatever helps you work your pelvic floor. Okay, standing up nice and tall again. Softening through the knees, digging into the heels and really rooting down through your feet. And then lift your toes and reach them as far out as they'll go. And let's do a few little foot exercises. Just pulling the toes in like you're scrunching up a washcloth. You're pulling it closer and you're scrunching it and you're pulling it closer. And then buoyant knees. And we're going to just rock right and left or left and right. Wake up the ankles a little bit so that they stay strong, supple, mobile, flexible. Good. All right, and then let's go back and forth just a little bit. Rock back and forth. Maybe keep it kind of quiet at first, and then start to add a little more hot sauce so that you add some more challenge, some more of a challenge. I'm not talking very well. My mother would kill me if she heard my grammar right now. I apologize. Sorry, Mom. I'm doing my best. Given the circumstances. Okay, wow. All right, well, let's stand at the top of the mat, shall we? That's the front of your mat, hopefully up towards me. Soften those knees. Inhale, reach and rise. Lift the spine, elongate, bend the knees, and sink in a little bit like a kind of a mini chair. Reach and rise, add a little back bend, and then exhale down, and we'll take that up again. Mini back bend, hook your thumbs at the top. Lift your heart, reach back, just a little stretch here. And then if you feel strong and you feel ready, pull your kneecaps up, squeeze your butt, and maybe pull your hips forward slightly just to create a bigger arc. Extension of the spine. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale down to a forward fold. This first one, we just go nice and slow and let your head be heavy. Let your knees bend generously. You've got a lot of play in the knees, and your head is heavy and your neck is relaxing. And you can even support yourself over your thighs if that feels better. Let's take a ragdoll. Grab onto opposite elbows and take a little swing side to side, also known as a pendulum. And then bring yourself back into the center. Remember, your knees can bend as much as they want to right now. Always listen to your body. Take a deep breath in, reach and rise all the way up to the top. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Lift your heart right up to your thumbs. And then actually let your arms swing down and take a ragdoll from up here, getting a little twist. Keeping in mind that the spine is going to be working hard today, so we want to make sure it's supple, make sure that it's lubricated and ready to go. All right, here we go. Reach and rise, gentle back bend. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to Tadasana. Take a baby back bend and maybe exhale right back down if you can. And then we'll add on half lift. So anchor and hold this first one. Anchor at the floor, on your blocks, on your shins, on your thighs, wherever you feel comfy. And just active arms. So we pull the shoulders away from the ears and down. Tone the core. Stay strong. Keep your neck the same distance all the way around. So chin is not tucked, chin is not lifted, it's right in the middle. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down to Uttanasana, forward fold. And then inhale, root to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart, and then take the hands at the heart down for forward fold. And then release the hands to the ground for your Uttanasana. Inhale up to Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, drop your hips, lift your arms for a modified chair by bringing the hands in the front. Tuck your tailbone a few times just to kind of see how much play you have if you're tight. Just kind of know your body, get in tune with everything that's going on. And then hold your chair, plug in your shoulders, spread your fingers and then let them relax, lift your toes. Put your your weight in your heels and take a deep breath in. And then exhale, rise. All right, we'll do some sun salutations to get rolling here. Inhale, reach and rise. First one's going to be gentle. Exhale, forward fold, and then we'll go for it. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale, fold. Step back to hands and knees. Untuck your toes, and we'll take actually 2 cat-cows first. Inhale, drop belly, lift chin. Exhale, tuck. And one more time. Inhale, lift chin, lift tailbone, pull your heart forward, pull shoulders back. Exhale, tuck. And then bring yourself into tabletop. Set the forearms on the ground and slither on down to the ground, dropping the belly, anchoring through the elbows, and lift yourself up to Sphinx pose, and then draw your shoulders back. Push into the pubic bone, the tops of the feet, squeeze your butt. Lift your heart, pull your shoulders back, tuck your chin slightly. Feel all the feels. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring yourself down, forehead on the ground, and then take yourself into a cobra, gentle cobra. So hands by the shoulders, and we want to kind of plug in the elbows without squeezing too close. Inhale, lift up, pushing pubic bone down, pushing down into the tops of the feet and then gently pressing into the hands if that's available. Exhale down. And then bring yourself up to cat-cow again, to tabletop. Hold your tabletop. And then take yourself to a plank by pushing the feet out. And if you need to modify, please do so. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, lift up to down facing dog and walk this first one out. One heel down, then the other. Just kind of finding some space in those calves, Achilles tendons, pushing each heel down, and then pressing your chest towards your thighs, and then pressing your thighs towards the back. And then roll up onto the balls of the feet, bend your knees slightly, let your head be really heavy, and then start to take the heels towards the ground. And they just go as far as your body allows, and that's perfect. They do not have to touch. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, push your chest towards your thighs a little more. If you want to go deeper, if you don't want to, you just stay right there. And then press your thighs to the back wall without locking the knees. And just feel the power. And notice how your hands have the weight evenly spread. Take a deep breath in. Rise up on the balls of the feet, bend your knees, look between your thumbs, and then tippy toe to the top of the mat into standing forward fold. And then inhale, root to rise all the way up. And then exhale, hands come to the heart. Shoulders down. Inhale, reach and rise, gentle. Exhale, float all the way down for forward fold. This time, step back, right foot, set right knee, untuck right toes, and take your low lunge, Anjali Asana. Lift those arms. If you feel the space, maybe you hinge forward just a little deeper, and you're weighting down into the left heel and weighting into that left knee. But again, if you're not feeling it, you stay more up in a 90-90 knee. If you feel space, maybe reach back a little bit, opening up the heart area. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hands to the ground. Now you can step back to plank or to hands and knees. And we're going to take a Chaturanga Dandasana, or if you're on your knees, Ashtanga, right? 8 points down. Inhale up, lifting up to the back bend of your choice. Exhale down and take yourself into down facing dog. Take a breath here. Nice. Lift up your right foot and then step to your right thumb. Set left knee down and take your low lunge on the other side now. And you reach those arms up, push heavy into the right heel and right knee. And again, if you have space, you actually lean forward a little bit, and if you have more space, you lean back if you like. Inhale. Exhale, feather fingers to the ground and step up to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Standing up nice and tall. Squeezing your butt. Lifting up your butt cheeks, lifting up your kneecaps. Pulling your heart up to your thumbs, not sticking it out, but pulling it up, lifting the crown of your head, maybe lifting your toes for one breath. Okay, reach and rise, gentle. Take a back bend if you like. Exhale, float all the way down and step back with your left foot. Set that knee, low lunge, Anjali Asana. Reach up and take it back if you want more. And again, this is so individual. If you're going for, more of a level 2, you might want to try to go for the harder versions. But if you want to hold back, please do so. And bring the hands down, step back to plank or knees and take your vinyasa flow, either chaturanga or ashtanga. Hips are high, head is low. Bend into those knees a little and then push your tailbone to the sky, and then see if you can bring the knees and lengthen them a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your left foot up, 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 and then step to the left thumb. Set your right knee, Anjali Asana, on the other side. Heavy into that left knee and left heel if you're leaning forward, especially leaning back if you like more. Inhale. And then exhale, step up to top of mat into standing forward fold. And then inhale, root to rise all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart, standing in Tadasana. Let's take a breath. Close your eyes. Ooh, forgiving yourself, forgiving me, forgiving others. Taking a nice deep breath. listening to all the noises and sounds around you, honoring yourself, honoring your body. One more breath. Inhale, reach and rise all the way up. Exhale, float all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drop into your chair. Lower the hips, and then lift the arms up to the ears if that feels right today. And then play around a little bit with your back. See if you want to tuck your tailbone a few times and see if you can get a little stretch there. Inhale, and then exhale, and step back to hands and knees. Hands and knees. Tuck the toes, and we'll take a down facing dog. Lift the hips, and find stillness and take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bend your knees and walk your hands to the back of the mat, and then heel toe your feet out to the width of the mat. And then when you get there, turn your toes out one more time so that you're turned out, and bend your knees slightly. And take a wide-legged forward fold here, and just take that ragdoll and just feel the difference with a wide leg turned out forward fold. And then hold yourself down. Let your weight be heavy towards the front. And then fingertip the ground. Turn your toes back towards the front, but keep them wide, and then walk your fingers out and take a nice little stretch here. So bring your torso back towards the back of the mat, but your arms are reaching and stretching above towards the top of the mat, the front. And then release that. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Heel toe your feet back underneath your hips. Bend your knees a little bit. And then drop down into chair from here. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Drop your hips, lift your arms. Tuck your tailbone if you like. Hold a deep breath here. Exhale, swing your left arm around and twist around to your left. Pull your right hip back, left knee forward. And then inhale, lift up. And then exhale, pull your right hand back. Left heel back, right knee forward. And then bring both arms up and sit down into your chair as low as you can comfortably. Your arms can be straight in front or up by your ears, but plug your shoulders in. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, walk yourself out into a plank and take a child's pose. So set your knees, take them wide, feet together, drop back and reach. And let's set the forehead on the ground. And let yourself be heavy, opening those hips, widening across the back of the sacral area, the sacrum. Take a deep breath. And exhale. 2 more deep breaths here. One more time. And exhale, bring yourself back up. Okay, we're going to take that crouching bear posture. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, but keep your knees bent. And so your knees are really bent and your hips are really high. So you're pushing your chest towards your thighs. Rise up on the balls of your feet. Your butt is way the heck up there, but your knees bend quite a bit. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, bring it to tabletop. Extend your right leg out behind you, left arm out. You can keep the left toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels more secure. Take a deep breath in. Take 3 knee pulls. Exhale. Inhale, reach and rise and extend. Exhale, tuck, really pull. Inhale, reach and rise, squeeze, lengthen. Exhale, tuck. And then inhale, reach and rise. Bend your right knee, reach around, see if you can grab that right ankle with your left foot, and then draw your heart forward and up as you push your right ankle into your left hand. Lifting up. You can flex or point, whatever feels more natural and comfy for you. Tuck your left toes. We're taking a 3-legged dog to the top. Inhale, exhale, lifting up, 3-legged dog. See how high you can get that foot just for fun. Maybe you roll up on the ball of the left foot, and we're getting ready to take the right foot and step to the right thumb. And so go ahead and do that. And then as you do, you might want to use your blocks here for your runner's lunge, maybe dropping the left leg, opening up the right hamstring. pulling through. And then hold the hamstring stretch for a breath. And then set the right toes down and set the left knee, untuck the left toes, and then take your right foot out to the side and just let yourself open up to a lizard posture. And you can be on the blocks or up on the balls, up on the fingers, tented fingers. And then bring yourself back to split lunge where you lift your right toes. And this one's hard without blocks, so use your blocks if you need to. We've been practicing this in the level 2 class, so hopefully this is doable. And then plant your right foot, rise up into a low lunge, sorry. I can't remember where I am. Okay, rise up. And make yourself nice and tall. Interlace those fingers across your knee and lift up tall. Pull down on the shoulders and lift up with the left hip. And then push your hands forward and then flip up to the top. Take a deep breath in and then exhale over to the right. And you're really pushing down into the right heel and you're opening the left lungs, the left ribs. Take a deep breath in, reach. Maybe take a little back bend and then take yourself into a vinyasa flow. So you can go full with the plank or you can take a modified from the knees and we'll meet in down dog. Lifting the hips, letting the head be low. Staying strong through your arms. Breathe. Ooh, and let's take bear from here. So rise up on the balls of your feet. Sink your knees down and push your chest towards your thighs. So you've got this crouching bear. And just do the best you can do. And then bring yourself to hands and knees. Extend this time the left leg long, the right arm long. Balance, reach and rise. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach and rise. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, tuck. One more. Inhale, reach and rise, rise, rise. Exhale, tuck. And then inhale, reach and rise, bend your left knee. Maybe grab that left ankle with your right hand and push into that hand with your ankle. Lift the heart as best you can. Push. If you push down, you can pull forward, right? You push back to pull forward, I should say. Tuck your right toes, release the right hand to the ground. Three-legged dog, left leg up. As high as you can go comfortably. If you want, you can keep the leg in an L too. You can keep the leg down if that feels better. And then step to the left thumb. Set your right, my bad. Step to your left thumb and take your runner's lunge. So your right knee drops and your left leg stretches. Right knee drops. Thank goodness you take my class all the time. You know what to expect. And then let's hold that left hamstring stretch. Just hold. Deep breath. And then we drop the right knee and then take the outside knife edge of that left leg if you want to make a little lizard stretch on blocks or tented fingers. And just remember to pull your heart forward as best you can. I know it's tough. Stretching the right hip flexors and the outside of that left hip on that left side. And then bring yourself back in the center and take the hips back and lift the left toes so that you get this split lunge. Really going for the deep hamstring stretch here. And then plant that foot, rise up and interlace your fingers with the other thumb on top above that knee. Pull your shoulders down. Take a deep breath in. Find that security. Maybe squeeze your left heel and your right knee together and then push your hands away. Take a deep breath. Exhale up. Inhale tall. Exhale, lean over to the left, stretching the right side. Open those ribs. Stay firm in the legs. Squeeze your butt. Take everything in. Inhale. And then exhale. Take your vinyasa flow all the way down. Meet in down dog. You can always do a child's pose if you like. And when you find your down dog, stay there for a breath. And then walk your hands to the back of the mat. Heel toe your feet wide again, ending with a turned out toes, and soften the knees a little. Bring yourself down in the middle, and then take your right hand and grab your left ankle and lift your left arm up for a twist. And if you feel it, maybe pull your chest towards your thigh, left thigh. And then release that. Walk around, put your left hand around your right ankle, lift your right arm up, maybe pull your chest towards your right thigh. Maybe, maybe not. And then release that, heel toe the feet back together. Soften the knees and interlace the fingers behind your back and take yourself into a standing plow here. Arms up and over. Halasana. Deep breath. And then release that. Walk your hands out into the center. Bring yourself all the way down onto your belly. Forehead on the ground. Extend your legs. Reach your arms to your sides. And then reach them towards your feet. Gently push down into your pubic bone and gently lift your head off the ground. Gently lift your feet off the ground. Bring your legs toward one another. See if you can bring your hands toward one another and see if you can even take a bind behind and gently pull yourself up into a locust. Lots of work here. Take a deep breath and set your right cheek on the ground. Relax. Let everything spill into the mat. Forgiveness, such a big word. Lots involved in that word. Not easy to forgive. Gently bring yourself back up. Maybe put the forehead on the ground as you prepare the arms and legs, bending this time, grabbing each ankle if that's available, and then pushing into each ankle as you lift your chest. Opening up, arcing through the back. Push down to lift up, push back to lift forward, and release. Put your left cheek on the ground and just breathe. Maybe the hands are to the side and you're melting into the ground. Back bends are hard, so we try to give a little rest in between. All right, let's get going. Push yourself up. If you feel like you need to take a child's pose before we go to the next section, please feel free, but definitely grab yourself some water. Grab yourself a drink. So either child's pose or just sit in heroine pose on your feet for a moment. Close down your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths in and out as we prepare for another flow. All right, so bring yourself to hands and knees. Prepare for down dog again. And lift up into down dog and hold for a couple breaths here. Let the head be heavy. Stay firm, gripping the floor, yet being gentle at the same time. All right, lift up that right foot, tripod, up into the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step to right thumb and rise up to warrior one. So you're grounding down on the left foot, rooted out as you angle out. Bend your knee if you need more space. Take a little deeper stance there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sweep your arms behind, lean forward, find your weight in your right heel, and try to squeeze your shoulder blades together and widen the collarbones. Now listen up, we're going to head to the back of the mat. So we're going to rise up and then take warrior two to the back. So inhale, rise up both arms, and then exhale over to warrior two to the back. So you're facing the back, the left arm is leading, the right arm to the front. Warrior two, inhale. Exhale, flip the palm, reverse warrior, lifting up and hold. If it's in your practice, lift up your left heel. Warrior, reversing with the heel lifted. Go ahead and put that heel back down. Bring it back to warrior two. Inhale, and then exhale over to side angle. Really big reach here. Keeping the rib cage spiraled to the ceiling so you're not collapsing. Really reaching. Now listen up, we're headed back to the front. So inhale, rise up with your right arm, cartwheel both arms, spin your feet all the way around to the top of the mat until your arms are left and right, front and back. And then bring down your left hand and turn and open up to the right with a low lunge. And then keep your right arm up and then take it to the back of the back thigh as you set your left knee down. And then you take your right arm to the back of the left thigh. You lift your left arm up. So left arm sky, right arm back of left thigh. So revolved low lunge. And then take a deep breath in, cartwheel the hands and take your vinyasa flow. So step back, full vinyasa flow all the way down, lifting up, and then down facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, left foot up, lifting high, step to the left thumb, take warrior one. So you ground down on that right side, reaching up. There's some creatures here, so make sure he keeps going. Stay there in your warrior one. Oh, yeah, you need to go. Sorry. Okay. Where were we? Warrior one. I'm so sorry. Warrior one. Stay here. Plug in your shoulders, reach those arms, squeeze everything, take a deep breath. And then exhale, sweep the arms back, reach your chest forward, pull your arms together, reach, open, lift, squeeze. Deep breath in. All right, listen up, we're going to the back of the mat. So we rise up both arms, start to spin your feet, everything to the back wall. Right arm is leading to the back wall, warrior two. Inhale, flip right palm and reverse warrior, lifting up. Left hand on back of left thigh, right heel is heavy, and then maybe lift it if you want to try a little different version of reverse warrior. Take a deep breath. Exhale, set the heel, bring yourself back to warrior two, and then take yourself to side angle. So crossing the right arm, supporting over that right thigh, spin your rib cage open. And your arm is reaching, you're really extending your side angle here. And listen up, we're headed back to the front. Inhale, spin, feet, arms, through warrior two. Keep going, cartwheel the arms until the right hand is on the ground next to the left foot. Spin onto the ball of the right foot. Lift your left arm up, low revolved lunge. Hang here for a breath. And then set your right knee, untuck right toes. Send your right arm to the sky as your left arm comes to the back of the right thigh. And lean back if you like. Stay firm in your foundation. Take a deep breath. And then cartwheel the hands down and set yourself into a child's pose. So knees wide and sit back. And hold yourself nice and low in child's pose. Take a deep breath in if you like. And we're going to go through that one more time. But we'll go breath to breath, so it'll be a little quicker. So for those of you that want to lift your heel in the reverse warrior, it's just going to be part of it. I might say it, I might not. So just remember on reverse warrior, if you want to lift that heel, do so, because I don't want to forget to tell everybody to put their heel back down because we're changing directions so much. So thanks for understanding. All right, take yourself into down facing dog. Right leg up, step to warrior one, rise up, ground down, rise up, warrior one. Inhale, exhale, sweep the arms back, chest forward. Inhale, rise up, turn to the back wall, spin to the back wall, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, maybe lifting the left heel. Bring it back, put that heel down and take side angle. Listen up, we're headed back to the front. Inhale, cartwheel arms, cartwheel, cartwheel, left arm down. Spin onto the left ball of the foot, right arm up, open, facing to the right. Take a deep breath. Exhale, set left knee, untuck left toes. Reach the left arm sky, right arm back of left thigh. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, take yourself into a vinyasa, vinyasa of your choice. You might even be just kind of hanging out in down dog, waiting. That's what I would do. I've done it many times. I've taken many a child's pose to rest and many a down dog to avoid a vinyasa flow if I feel like my arms are not into it that day. All right, left foot up to the sky. Step to warrior one. Down we go, up we go. Hold those arms strong. Inhale. Arms sweep back. Forward you go with that torso. And then inhale to the back wall. Spin your feet to the back wall, warrior two. Inhale and take reverse, maybe lifting up that right heel. And then bring yourself back and then through and then to side angle, really stretching that body. And then back to the front. So spin, 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 cartwheel arms until your right hand is by your left foot. Ball of the right foot, lift your left arm. And then keep that left arm sky, set right knee, take the left arm to the back of the right thigh as the right arm goes to the sky. And then bring yourself to a little resting posture. This time maybe your resting posture is a camel. So you could completely hang out here, lift up. You could take your heels here, reach, open, hold, squeeze, do all the things. Or you could just be in a child's pose. Either way, wherever you are, take a big drink if you need it. Take a big rest if you need it. It's so individual. Okay. All right. After a few little glitches, next flow. Hands and knees, and then take yourself into down facing dog, lifting those hips, lowering the head. Lift up that right foot into tripod and step to crescent lunge. So step to the right thumb, rise up, left knee is straight back there, left heel off the ground. Take a deep breath. Exhale, reach your arms behind, lean forward. Now, if it's possible, take a bind back there. If you need balance, arms for balance, keep them out. Otherwise, take that left foot and rise it up into your warrior three. Try to level out your hips. Try to pull the hands behind you, shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll take toppling tree down to split, lunges in the air. Splits in the air. Bring your chest towards your thigh. Lift your left foot up as far as you can. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, step way back. Set the left knee. And then take crooked monkey in the front. Just let yourself open up at that right hip and be on the outside edge of your foot. Blocks are really nice here. Fingertips to bring yourself up. Or if you want a deeper sensation, you bring yourself down. If you want even more, you bend your left knee. See if you can reach around and grab that left ankle with your right hand, and then pull your heart forward so that this is more of an extension of the spine than a twist. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release that. Now walk your hands around to the long edge of the left side of the mat and straighten the legs. Take a wide-legged forward fold. Let your head be heavy. And if you want to take a stretch here, walk your hands out in front of you. Plant those tented fingers and drop down your chest. And just kind of pull open like a puppy pose. Bend into your knees, walk your hands back underneath your hips, hands at the waist, rise up with that heart, lift up. Take warrior two to the back wall, left arm leads, left knee bends, right side's turned out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, straighten your left front leg, lift your left arm, right arm on the back of the right thigh. And this is a reverse triangle. Reverse triangle. And now we'll take it to regular triangle. So keep the legs where they are. Bring your hands back to level. And then reach to the left as far as you can. And then lift your right arm. We'll bring your left arm down for your triangle. And you can take Utthita Trikonasana, where you're really extended triangle. Be careful. Use blocks if you need to. Take a deep breath. Exhale, turn and face your leg. We're headed into now bending left knee and taking a half moon. So pop your right foot closer, send your left arm out for balance, pop your right leg up, lift your right arm up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. If you're wanting to take a full moon, you're going to grab your right ankle with your right hand. So you bend your knee, grab, and take your full moon, pushing that ankle right into the hand. Remember, push back so you can open your heart. And then release that, step back into warrior two. So cartwheel the arms into warrior two. And then inhale, travel all the way to the top of the mat into skandasana. So low right lunge. If you need to stay up here, if your knees like that better, please stay high. Otherwise, we'll take it down to skandasana, low lunge. And you're going to lift your lift your left arm up for maybe a flying monkey posture, if you want to do that. Or if you want to practice balancing here, I'm having a lot of trouble with this, trying to balance here, bringing the hands in, Anjali Asana. And then turn and face the top of the mat, the front of the mat again. Pop the back leg in so that you can create your pyramid. And bringing your chest towards your thigh. So both toes, the right toes especially, are facing the top of the mat. The left toes are not turned out as much as they were in warrior two. And then we're bringing our chest towards our thigh. I like to walk my hands out and really open up this hamstring here. Sometimes I need blocks, sometimes I don't. Taking a deep breath in. And we're working our way to our final posture on this side. Bring your left hand to the inside of your right foot or on the outside. Now this is tough. We're going to do a revolved pyramid. So you're reaching your right arm up. Your left hand is either on the instep or the outside of that right foot. So this is tough. Hang in there. And then release that. Now we're going to do a revolved half moon. So the left hand's going to come out from the big toe. Bend into your right knee. Toss your back leg halfway up like an L. Reach your right arm up for a revolved half moon. And then bend your left knee. See if you can grab your left ankle with your right hand and see if you can bring yourself up to the revolved dancer. And this is the peak pose for today's practice. On this side, we get to do the other side next. Not easy, I know. And release when you're ready. Reach up with both arms. Sit back into chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, slide open that left side. Reach. Pull the right hip crease back, left knee forward. Inhale, reach back. And inhale, take that other arm out. If I said the breath wrong, I apologize. Pull your left hip back and your right knee forward, really opening up. And then bring your hand back to chair. Inhale. Exhale, standing Tadasana with hands at the heart. And we're going to get that other side. So now you have an option to go through that entire vinyasa flow before we get the left side. So reach and rise, gentle back bend if you like. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back to plank. And take your vinyasa flow, or just meet in down dog if that's more fun for you. Hips are high, head is low. Lift up that left foot all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step to the left thumb, rise up into crescent lunge, arms straight up. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms back, bring your chest forward, balance on that left leg. If you can take a bind, put the other thumb on top, maybe rise up on that right leg and take your warrior three. See if you can stretch and strengthen and open, balance, practice. It doesn't matter if you fall. Every time we fall, we learn. Bring your chest down, take the splits in the air, rising up with that right leg. And then step way back with the right foot. Set the right knee down and take crooked monkey by allowing that left knee to go out to the side, out to the left. Draw your heart forward. Hold here. And then take a deep breath in. Maybe bend that right knee and see if you can grab that right ankle with that left hand. And remember, it's an arch, not a twist. Release that. Walk yourself around to the right long side of your mat. Take those feet really wide for that wide forward fold. Bring yourself down. And maybe you bring your hands right under your shoulders and actually just pull the top of your head towards the bottom. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend into both knees. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up. Take warrior two to the back wall. Right knee's bending this time. Left foot's turned out. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, straighten right front. Bring your right arm up, left arm back for reverse triangle. Lifting up right toes if you want to. Take a deep breath. Exhale, set the toes but keep the legs straight. Bring the arms back straight, side to side. Reach as far to the right as you can and take your Trikonasana triangle. Bring your hand down along your shin if you can. Maybe to the ground, maybe to the block, maybe you stay up by your thigh. Who cares, right? You do you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn and look down. Bend into your right knee. Take a regular half moon. So the right hand goes out from the baby toe. Toss the left leg up. Open up your left arm. Look left for half moon. If it's in your practice, grab your left ankle with your left hand and take a full moon. Pushing, squeezing, breathing. Set that foot way back. Take warrior two to the back wall. Inhale and take Skandasana all the way to the top of the mat. So you're going to bring yourself down and remember to modify this. If this isn't working on your knees, it took me a while. And again, you can balance here to the front if you want to try balancing, or you can take the flying monkey, which evidently my body likes better because I can't do the other one, so I should try. And bring your hand down. Face the top of the mat, bump your back leg up into a pyramid. Feet are closer together and not as turned out. The back legs are not as turned out as it is in warrior two. Hold this, take a deep breath. Exhale, and now we are going to take our revolved pyramid. So right hand either goes on the inside of that left foot or on the outside. Outside's harder, so if you want more of a challenge, take it on the outside. Look left, reach that left arm up, spiral your chest open. Release that. Now we'll take a revolved half moon. So right hand goes outside the the left toe. Toss the right leg up, lift your left arm up, reach. And then bend your right knee, maybe grab your right ankle. And as you rise up into revolved dancer, you're gently pushing your foot into your hand. And then step into Tadasana, hands at heart, sit back into chair. Take a deep breath. Reach the arms forward. Swing the right arm back first. Pull your left hip back and your right knee forward. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Excuse me. Left arm back. Pull your right hip back and your left knee forward. And then reach the arms front. Rise up to Tadasana and stand tall. Shall we grab a drink? Oh, good job. That was awesome. Okay. Very nice. One more section, and then we'll take a break, or Shavasana. So let's get ourselves down to the ground, standing in Tadasana, hands in Anjali Mudra. Tighten up your butt, lift your heart, lift your butt. Reach and rise, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward and step back to hands and knees. And I just want you to take a quick child's pose. I'm going to take traditional child's pose this time instead of wide-kneed, but do whatever feels good in your body so you can relax for a few minutes. That was a lot of work. All of that tough stuff, and then to ask your body to rest. It takes a lot. It's really hard to do. So keep breathing, keep trying, do your best. Okay, 2 more breaths. And bring yourself up. Okay, next we're going to go into Wild Thing and Fallen Triangle. And on this routine, Wild Thing is first, Fallen triangle is second, and then we'll take a royal pigeon. So what I want you to do is, if you've never done it before, to watch. It's not easy if you've never done it before, and then it gets easier and easier, just like anything. It's kind of fun. So do your best, and we'll go from there. So hands and knees. Take yourself into down facing dog. Lift up your right foot and bring your right knee over your right hip. So you're going to actually stack your hips. If it feels good, circle the hips a couple times, and you can stay there if you like. If you know how to do Wild Thing, you stay bent, stay stacked, bring your shoulder over your wrist, drop down your right foot behind, and then straighten your left leg. Bring your hips up and reach your arm back for a Wild Thing. Take a deep breath. Exhale, spin back around, lift back up into three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, bring it close to your left elbow, and then extend underneath you on the outside of your knife edge. Bring your weight into the right hand. And on this one, if I'm right over my wrist, it's not as comfortable, so I actually kind of push myself back a little bit, but find what works for you. Take a deep breath. Exhale, spin back around, take a tripod. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, and then take your pigeon. So slide your left leg back and your right leg forward, and we'll take royal pigeon first, where we're up, lifting up. If you want to try to bend your left leg and reach around and grab, maybe you can hook your arm around. Just practice. And then when you're ready, just bring yourself down into a reclined pigeon. And we'll be here for a few breaths. Create a pillow if that feels comfortable, or put a block under your forehead. Relax. Take some deep breaths. One more. Release that. Plant your hands, unwind, bring yourself into plank and then down facing dog. And from down dog, lift your left foot all the way up. Bend your left knee, stack your left hip over your right, and let's circle a couple times. And again, you can just keep circling and keep stacking your hips, because this brings a beautiful twist into your body. Otherwise, if you're ready to go with Wild Thing, shift the weight over your right hand, bend both legs, set the left ball of the foot down, and then straighten your right leg when you're ready. Lift your left arm up and lift your hips up to create that arc. Left knee bent, ball of foot, right knife edge, straight leg. Spin back around, take your three-legged dog. Bend your left knee almost to your right elbow, and then send it underneath. Shift into the left hand and reach up to the sky. Fallen triangle. And then shift, take that back into a three-legged dog, all the way up. And then bend your knee, bring it forward for your pigeon. Slide the right leg back, lifting up. And you can use blocks here, it's a lot easier. And then maybe bending your right knee, maybe reaching behind and grabbing. And if you're one of those people that can do the entire beautiful pigeon where you can wrap your elbow around it and everything, please feel free. Otherwise, release and bring yourself down to reclined pigeon for a couple of nice deep breaths. Finding space in your practice, forgiveness for yourself if you didn't do it perfectly, forgiveness for me for not saying it perfectly, just being full of love and forgiveness in this imperfect world. It doesn't serve us to try to be perfect or to expect it from anyone else. We can just do the best we can do. And then as you're ready, bring yourself back up and sit up nice and tall. And let's take a butterfly posture. So bring the bottoms of your feet together, knees out, and maybe grabbing above your ankles and pulling your heart forward, pushing down with your elbows, pushing down with your shoulders, lifting tall through your spine. Deep breaths. Release and bring yourself onto your back. Lower down and draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little massage. You earned it. And then as you're ready, find yourself in happy baby. Finding all those little nuances that you like. Maybe you like to frolic in your happy baby. Maybe your baby's more happy, like just kind of chilling, hanging out, not doing anything. I like to frolic, and then I like to settle in, tucking my chin slightly and then letting my curve return in my neck, and then pulling down on both my feet and pushing up into my hands, and you'll feel the sacral area just make contact with the floor. It's so delicious. And then release, extend your right leg down and take your bent left knee across the body to the right for spinal twist. Extend your left arm out, look to the left. Maybe if you need more, and you try to keep the shoulder blades down if you can. And if you need a little more, maybe you take that right hand gently on the outside of the left knee. And we're never forcing anything, but we might coax it just a little bit. It looks like I'm gonna need a little vitamin D here. And then gently rise up, pull both knees into the chest again, and then extend the left leg and take the right knee across the body towards the left. Look to the right, extend your right arm to the right. Find your best stretch, whether you're helping it or not. Bring yourself back in, and let's draw the knees back into the chest again. Set the feet on the ground. Allow the knees to separate and the bottoms of the feet together for reclined Baddha Konasana. If this is too much for your hips, place your fists or some blocks underneath there, or just don't do it. Let's take cactus arms. And then draw the knees into the chest and bring yourself back into the center with a little massage here. And then when and as you're ready, take yourself into Shavasana, which might mean feet wide, knees together. A lot of people aren't able or aren't comfortable with legs extended in Shavasana. So if you're one of those people, just see if this feels better to knock the knees toward one another. Fallen bridge, supported bridge. Arms can go wherever you like. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly maybe. Or maybe your legs are extended in full Shavasana. Maybe you're in Snow Angel. Take a nice deep breath in and out. And we'll be resting for another minute or two, and I'll call you out when the time is up. while you're lying there, soften between those eyebrows. See if you can soften your jaw. Forgiveness is, again, such a big word. All of the connotations behind, above, before, inside of it. It's not easy to forgive ourselves, especially. It's not easy to forgive others, but it is a necessary goal in life to be able to soften so that your spirit can be free. It doesn't mean you have to lower your boundaries or remove boundaries. It doesn't mean any of that. It's just a softening. We never know what somebody else is going through. So we try and we do our best to be good. I'm not sure what's crawling on me. We try as best we can to do the right thing. And we all make mistakes. And if there's any time that someone was radically forgiving you, maybe you could radically forgive someone else. Take one more deep breath here. Wiggle your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. And draw those knees right into your chest. And then take yourself over to the fetal position on your side, using your bottom arm as your pillow to cradle your head in this most restorative, beautiful, amazing posture. And gently rise back up into seated. Flutter your eyes closed and bring your hands to your heart. Maybe you say the mantra, I'm willing to forgive myself and others. It's hard to do, but I will do my best. And with that, flutter the eyes open, reach up, rise up, take a deep collective breath in. Exhale down. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I miss you all so much. And I can't wait to get back home and get hugs and loves from all of you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.